Making headlines, Honorary Consul of Nepal Nirvana Chaudhary calls on Vice President. Foreign Secretary states Nepal has been a reliable and steadfast partner in the development of Maldives and has always assisted the country during its roughest patches. And the government of Pakistan hands over 30 laptops to Maldives. And Health Minister says the best approach to eliminate spread of diseases such as TB and HIV/AIDS is to strengthen the health monitoring mechanism of people migrating in Southeast Asia region. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nasma Abdul Muhsin and this is PSM News. Honorary Consul of Nepal Nirvana Chaudhary calls on Vice President Abdullah Jihad. At the meeting, Vice President Abdullah Jihad and Nirvana Chaudhary discussed on ways to further enhance the relationship between Nepal and Maldives in fields such as tourism. Nirvana Chaudhary was first appointed on the 13th of November in 2012 as the Honorary Consul of Maldives in Kathmandu. He is in his second term, which would end in November 2018. Nirvana assisted about 100 Maldivians in Nepal during the devastating 2015 Gorkha earthquake. Government of Pakistan hands over 30 laptops to Maldives. The laptops were handed over by the Ambassador of Pakistan to Maldives, Vice Admiral retired Wasim Akram, and was received by the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Abdullah Nazir.
Speaking at the ceremony to hand over the laptops, Minister of State for Education Dr. Abdullah Nazir noted 15 laptops were handed over to Maldives last year, while another 30 laptops were handed over this year. The State Minister said laptops will be awarded to the best all-round students of schools and would be awarded to schools in the islands. Speaking at the ceremony, Ambassador of Pakistan to Maldives Vice Admiral retired Wasim Akram noted the education sector of Maldives has made remarkable progress compared to other countries in the South Asia. Ambassador Wasim Akram expressed hope to increase the number of laptops by the government of Pakistan to 50 laptops next year. The ambassador also highlighted more medical scholarships will be provided to Maldivian students from Pakistan.
We would continue to help each other in all aspects, especially education. We are hopeful that this year we would be able to increase the number of scholarships for the Maldivian students to what we have already been giving. Next year, I promise you that these laptops will be of much better quality according to the specifications given to us by the Education Ministry, and their number would also increase from 30 to 50.
The laptops were handed over by the Pakistan as part of the Jinnah laptop schemes, titled after the first Governor General of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
Foreign Secretary Ahmad Sareed states Nepal has been a reliable and steadfast partner in the development of Maldives and has always assisted the country during its roughest patches. The Maldivian Foreign Secretary made the statement while addressing the ceremony held at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to welcome the visiting Honorary Consul of Nepal, Nirvana Chaudhary.
Addressing the ceremony, Foreign Secretary of Maldives Ahmad Sareed said Nepal and Maldives has a lot in common, thus the countries has shared a strong camaraderie with each other. In this regard, Foreign Secretary said he is honored to welcome the Honorary Consul of Nepal, Nirvana Chaudhary, to Maldives, as he has assisted Maldives in numerous occasions. Continuing on, Ahmad Sareed emphasized that Nirvana Chaudhary has always stayed committed in assisting Maldivians in having comfortable stay in Nepal.
The students who are studying in Nepal and many tourists who have been visiting Nepal in various capacities, they have expressed the kind assistance that has been offered by the Honorary Consul in various times where they have been put into place of difficulty, where you have been able to serve them. And these were very much appreciated on behalf of all the Maldivians.
Speaking at the ceremony, Honorary Consul of Nepal, Nirvana Chaudhary, said Maldivian students have always been more like a family than a responsibility bestowed upon him as an honorary consul. On this note, Nirvana Chaudhary assured that Maldives and Nepal would nurture the relationship in the future as well.
You know, before I became the honorary consul, I said that honorary consul might be a formal role, but I'm more of an extended family of Maldives and Nepal. I'm friends of Maldives in Nepal, and the Maldivians in Nepal are my extended family. It's been close to 6 years that I've taken the position of becoming the honorary consul. And like any other honorary consuls, you know, the consul office performs its duties in whether it's day-to-day administrative visa issuing roles or any role that is extended to Maldivians traveling to Nepal, as well as for Nepalese traveling to Maldives.
Speaking at the ceremony, Joint Secretary of Ministry of Foreign Affairs Fatmat Najwa highlighted the assistance of Nirvana Chaudhary provided in the 2015 Korka earthquake. Fatmat Najwa noted Maldivians were amongst the first batch of people to escape the crisis.
When the shattering kind of subsided, for a good half an hour I was out of contact because my phone could not be reached. And after 30 minutes, when I was back online, Mr. Chaudhary was one of the first people to contact me. And I must say that his wheels were already in motion to find out how best that he could assist the Maldivians who were in Kathmandu.
At the ceremony, a plaque of appreciation was presented to Nirvana Chaudhary by Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Muhammad Asim. Prior to the ceremony, Nirvana Chaudhary called on Minister Asim and discussed ways to further enhance the relation between both countries. Maldives and Nepal has maintained a strong and steadfast relationship. In the tenure of Nirvana Chaudhary, this relationship has seen major heights. In incidents such as the earthquake in Nepal in 2015, Maldivian students were given hostage and the food and other services by Nirvana Chaudhary himself. From Foreign Ministry, Ismail Azim, PSM News.
Minister of Health Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim says the best approach to eliminate spread of diseases such as tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS is to strengthen the health monitoring mechanism of people migrating in the Southeast Asia region.
Addressing the SAARC meeting on program managers on tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS control program and cross-border issues held at Paradise Island Resort, Minister of Health Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim said Southeast Asia region has a high record of diseases such as tuberculosis and AIDS. In this regard, Minister Nazim highlighted the work carried out by the regional countries to tackle the diseases. Minister Nazim highlighted the meeting is a grand platform for the high-level officials to gather and find a realistic approach to decrease the spread of such diseases.
Member states will discuss and share the achievements, experiences and innovations on TB and HIV/AIDS and identify possible solutions, not only at country level, but at regional and cross-border level. We have never been this close to our goals, and we must continue to remain committed in this cause.
SAARC meeting on program managers on tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS control program and cross-border issue will be held from May 13 to 15. The meeting is attended by representatives from 8 countries. The meeting is organized by TB HIV/AIDS Center, which functions under SAARC and Ministry of Health of Maldives. According to the ministry, a special plan would be structured at the end of the 3-day meeting on the actions taken to control the spread of tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS.
Islamic University of Maldives IUM signs a Memorandum of Understanding with Capital Market Development Authority CMDA to conduct awareness programs related to Islamic finance and capital market. The memorandum was signed by the Director General of CMDA, Ahmed Muhammad Didi, and Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs of IUM, Habba Latif. The memorandum focuses on providing opportunities to CMDA to participate in the programs conducted with regard to Islamic finance industry, including topics related to capital market in the research of students, in addition to providing support and assistance to CMDA to conduct programs and events. Moreover, Under the memorandum, CMDA will donate research publications to IUM related to Islamic finance, conduct awareness programs to students of IUM regarding Islamic finance, and provide technical support for the students of IUM to conduct research related to Islamic finance. This memorandum signed between CMDA and IUM will provide additional avenues to create awareness in Islamic finance and aid capacity building in the area. Minister of Home Affairs Azleen Ahmad emphasizes the importance of conducting joint programs for parents and guardians to minimize the number of juvenile offenders in the country. Addressing the closing ceremony of the 22nd edition of the Juvenile Justice Training, Home Minister Azleen Ahmad spoke on the importance of eliminating juvenile offenders in Maldives, noting there are several risk factors that increase the number of child offenders. The Home Minister emphasized it is important to conduct programs for guardians and parents, highlighting that home is the first base of education and character building. The Minister affirmed that good parenting and programs for parents can actually serve to reduce the numbers. Speaking at the ceremony, Executive Director of Juvenile Justice Unit Hamid Yusuf stated, the institution is working to organize programs related to minimizing juvenile offenders. The workshop for relevant authorities by Juvenile Justice Unit is held in effort to address issues related to juvenile offenders. Male Water and Sewerage Company introduces its housing scheme to all staffs of the company and opens applications for flats.
As part of the largest housing development project initiated in Maldives, here, Male Water and Sewerage Company MWSC is constructing two 15-story residential units in Hulumale Phase 2 to provide affordable housing for the staff of the company. MWSC housing towers consist of 184 one-bedroom flats and 200 flats of 2 and 3 bedrooms. The first floor of the towers are planned to be developed as a recreational area with a vehicle parking zone. Staff of MWSC who are interested in the apartments can apply starting from May 14th. The MWSC housing scheme was inaugurated by Chairman of MWSC Ahmad Nasir and the Managing Director of MWSC Ibrahim Fazul Rashid. Speaking at the ceremony, Managing Director Ibrahim Fazul Rashid stated the government has taken substantial action to solve the housing issues faced in Maldives and noted flexible agreements will be made to ease the payment procedure for the flats. MWSC contracted the construction of the project to a China-based company and aims to complete the project within 2 years. HIA project is an initiative of President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum to provide affordable housing for the employees of state-owned enterprises.
Maldives inaugurates the first ever international Quran competition held in the country.
Al-Nur Al-Mubin Quran competition is being held under the patronage of President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum in collaboration with Center for the Holy Quran, Ministry of Islamic Affairs and Public Service Media (PSM). Addressing the opening ceremony of the Quran competition, Minister of Islamic Affairs Dr. Ahmad Ziad noted the competition shows the unity among Islamic countries. Islamic Minister Ahmad Ziad highlighted the initiative proves the interest of the government to spread knowledge and enhance relations with other Islamic countries. Meanwhile, Deputy Managing Director of PSM Muhammad Ikram Abdul Latif expressed the initiative will pave way to conduct more international competitions in Maldives, adding PSM is proud to be part of such a holy cause. He said PSM aims to hold much broader Quran competitions in the future. According to the government, the key purpose of hosting such a competition in Maldives is to increase fondness in the hearts of people to recite Quran according to the rules of Tajweed and to encourage more people to memorize the holy script. The competition is participated by 8 countries along with Maldives. Other countries include Sudan, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Malaysia, Kuwait, Egypt and Bangladesh. Judges at the competition are from Sudan, Pakistan, Malaysia, Yemen and Maldives. The winner of the competition will receive $30,000, while second and third place winners will receive $15,000 and $5,000 respectively.
Bank of Maldives decides to issue over $7.6 million as dividends, which is an increase of 10% over the level paid last year.
Shareholders of Bank of Maldives BML have approved a dividend payout of over $7.6 million at the bank's annual general meeting. This is an increase of 10% over the level paid last year and represents a record dividend payout. As BML's largest shareholder, the state will benefit from the increased payout, and it was reported that when both taxation and dividend payments are taken into account, total state receipts will amount to over $24.3 million. Addressing shareholders, CEO and Managing Director of BML, Andrew Healy, stated, "The past year has reinforced confidence in the bank's strategic direction and have a solid platform to continue to grow and invest." BML's profit before tax in 2017 was over $91 million, which is an increase of 4% in absolute terms and up 20% on an underlying basis versus the previous year.
Rohingya Muslims residing in refugee camps are getting ready for the start of the holy month of Ramadan this week.
Rohingya Muslims in Bangladesh are determined to perform the approaching Ramadan despite their tough living conditions. Most of the refugees now live in flimsy bamboo and plastic structures perched on what were once forested hills. According to the United Nations and Rights Group, attacks from insurgents sent nearly 700,000 Rohingyas to camps in Bangladesh. Aid agencies say they face a narrowing window to prepare Rohingya refugee camps in southern Bangladesh for life-threatening floods in the approaching monsoon season. Bangladesh is one of the wettest countries in the world. The annual monsoon in Bangladesh begins in April and peaks in June or July, coinciding with the period of Ramadan this year. An 8-year-old girl was killed in a landslide caused by pre-monsoon rains on May 4th, the first of what aid agencies expect will be hundreds of casualties during the monsoon season.
Brunei Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah becomes the first world leader to visit Malaysia, meeting Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad after the country saw a change in political party in power for the first time in 60 years.
92-year-old Mahathir Mohamad took over from his former protege Najib Razak after the latter's political coalition Barisan Nasional lost the majority. Embattled with allegations of graft at a state fund, Najib stepped down as the coalition chief and president of United Malay National Organisation UMNO, the linchpin of Barisan Nasional. The new government said it will review political representation in the country's largest government-linked investment firms, including the main sovereign and state pension funds. Jailed leader Anwar Ibrahim is set to be released after a full royal pardon is secured. Anwar has served about 3 years of a 5-year jail term. Mahathir Mohamad, who was sworn in as Prime Minister, has said he will step down and allow Anwar to take his post after he is pardoned and able to return to politics. The Southeast Asian nation's political landscape has been shaped for nearly 2 decades by a bitter feud between Anwar and Mahathir, whose decision to sack Anwar as his deputy sparked an opposition movement in 1998.
Mohamed Salah crowns a superb season with a new scoring record as Liverpool hammered Brighton and Hove Albion 4-0 in their final game of the Premier League season to finish 4th and qualify for the next season's Champions League.
The 25-year-old Egyptian, who arrived on Merseyside from Roma last summer, struck in the 26th minute, tucking away a left-foot strike to give his side the lead and become the first player to score 32 goals in a 38-game Premier League season. With the Champions League final against Real Madrid still to come, the win over Brighton put Liverpool in 4th place on 75 points, 5 clear of Chelsea, who slumped to a 3-0 defeat away to Newcastle. Salah was presented with Golden Boot award after the game, and Klopp praised his star player for his performance for this year, saying it is always difficult to focus when you are showered with constant praise like Salah has been in the past few weeks.
And that's all we have for you right now. Thank you for watching. Have a very pleasant day.